Hey everyone, welcome back to Brutal Reviews. Today we're looking at the ASUS ROG Strix X870, a gaming Wi-Fi, a premium AM5 motherboard that looks like it belongs in a NASA control room. And yeah, on paper, it sounds insane. 16 plus 2 power stages, DDR5 support, Wi-Fi 7, PCIe 5.0, USB 4, 4 M.2 slots, and a clean white design that screams. I spent too much money on my build and I'm proud of it. This motherboard has been reviewed by thousands online, and while many people enjoy it, a noticeable chunk of users, almost 10% negative reviews across the internet, had seriously bad experiences. And today, we're exposing the 6 biggest issues people keep complaining about. Issue number 1. Dead on arrival. Factory defects. A shocking number of buyers say this board arrives already broken. One user received it with a cracked corner, a loose SSD heatsink, and damaged clips. That's not minor shipping damage. That's factory quality control falling asleep on the job. For a $300 ROG board, that's embarrassing. Issue number 2. RAM slot hardware is weak and cheap. One user had the RAM retention clip literally fall off while reseating RAM. Not snapped, not cracked, it just came out. And guess where it ended up? Inside the PC, stuck in the GPU heatsink. That is not premium gaming motherboard experience. That's DIY nightmare fuel. Issue number 3. Ethernet port failures. This one is insane. Multiple people report the Ethernet port not working at all, or dying within a few weeks. One buyer replaced the board, and the second one worked fine, until the Ethernet died again after 27 days. If your motherboard can't keep a LAN port alive for a month, then what exactly are we paying for here? The RGB vibes? Issue number 4. Random DRAM errors and boot failure. Several users mention the dreaded solid orange DRAM light, and the system just refuses to boot. They reseated everything: CPU, GPU, RAM, cables, and still nothing. So basically, you spend hours building your dream PC, press power, and get rewarded with a glowing orange light of depression. Issue number 5. BIOS, CMOS problems and settings reset. One reviewer said the BIOS keeps resetting every time the PC is unplugged, even after replacing the CMOS battery. That's not a small bug. That's your motherboard basically saying, "Nice settings, bro. Would be a shame if I deleted them." Some users even had to dig through BIOS settings just to get their keyboard working properly at boot. That's ridiculous. Issue number 6. Missing features, misleading specs, and setup headaches. One user claims the board advertises overclocking features like asynchronous clock, but the board doesn't support it, and ASUS reportedly removed it from the product page later. That's not a mistake. That's feature baiting. Another user complained it claims to have more SATA ports, but only includes 2, and some even received boards with bent CPU latches. And on top of that, one reviewer said the board doesn't properly connect to internet during Windows 11 setup unless you use command workarounds. So congratulations, you bought a Wi-Fi 7 motherboard, and the first thing you do is Google how to get internet. Final verdict: the ASUS ROG Strix X870, a gaming Wi-Fi, is a beautiful board with strong specs, but the user reviews tell a brutal story. When it works, it's awesome. But too many buyers report defects, dead ports, BIOS issues, boot failures, weak hardware clips, and misleading features. And at this price point? That's unacceptable. Brutal verdict: only buy this if you're ready to gamble. Otherwise, go with something more reliable like the TUF series or another AM5 board with fewer horror stories. Buy link is in the description.